low enough in the atmosphere and we haven't exploded, the air intake will activate and we'll have powered flight, and then it's just a matter of flying this baby down onto the runway. Okay, well, having explained all of that, let us set up our very, very last burn and land. So first off, let's get this orbit sped up. Now, what I'm looking to do, don't forget that the planet is also rotating, which does make things rather complicated. What I'm looking to do, if I set up a maneuver node here, what I'm looking to do is get the periapsis around about 30,000 meters. What's that saying? Oops, sorry. 84. Get the periapsis around about 30,000 meters. Once the plane gets down to 30,000 meters, it's so low in the atmosphere that the atmosphere will drag it down the rest of the way. 33. That'll do. 33 will do. That's fine. So what I want, and what I've worked out, I think that's going to do it. Let's bring this round, shall we? If this is at 6 o'clock, that's 8 o'clock. I think this will be all right. Okay. Sorry, just talking to myself there. The node's in about 5 minutes. Let's set up, hopefully, what will be our very last alarm. Let's point this bugger towards the maneuver node, and I hope you guys are ready. Thank you so much. Do I have a little flight plan so you don't forget all this, or winging it? Before I flew Valentina to Eve, I got this plane up just into orbit of Kerbin, and then I landed it again. So I have done this before. It wasn't hugely straightforward, but I think I've learnt what to do. I'll talk you through what I'm doing as I'm doing it, obviously. Okay, so just so you know, we're around on the night side of Kerbin at the moment. On the opposite side of the planet is the runway we are heading for. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a little burn here, a little 80 meter per second burn, which will lower our periapsis on the other side of the planet down to about 30,000 meters. I'm hoping that that will be more or less above the runway, but we've got quite powerful engines on this plane. So if we're not above the runway, we can fly there. Let's go. Oh, bum. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'll do it. Woo! That's a relief. Okay. Periapsis height here is going 90, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40, 30, 29. Okay, so what that means is we may be coming in a little bit steep. Let's see what happens. What I'm thinking now, let's keep the nuclear engines on at the moment, but I may need to jettison them. What are these parachutes for? Okay, never mind. Right. Let's warp. Now, what you want to do is you want to keep your eye on this altimeter here. Here we go. Morning has broken over Kerbin. When this reaches, I'm just slowing back down to real time. When this hits 70,000, that means we're now entering the atmosphere. So what I need to do now is orientate the plane so that, in fact, let's get this pointing in the right direction for a start. What I need to do is try and orient the plane so it's underside, so it's belly. I am enjoying myself. I really am. This is amazing. I really don't know how much what anyone else is getting out of this, but You've been very patient to indulge me because I'm having a cracking time. What I'm going to do now is just tilt the plane up. Let's get it. Let's get it. There we go. That's better. Let's just tilt the plane up 90 degrees like that, so that its underbelly is facing the atmosphere, because this is the bit that's going to take all the punishment. All the precious, well, our precious Kerbals are in here. All our precious instruments, our fuel, stuff that's likely to explode is on the top end. I've designed this thing for this to basically, take it. I am a little bit concerned about how steep we're coming in, but well, let's just see what happens. Sorry, a little bit of Ribena. If all goes well, it should be landed in about 5 minutes. I'm really nervous. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. This has been many, many months of my actual life leading up to this moment. Yeah, this is thrilling. Okay, we're entering the atmosphere. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. You'll notice that the parachute icons have now turned orange. I'm hoping not to use the parachutes because it's basically going to be cheating, but that just shows that we're entering the atmosphere. Okay, I'm not seeing any sign of heat as of yet. You know what? I'm going to get rid of these nuclear engines because I'm worried they're going to explode. I'm just going to activate our main engines. Yeah, activating the main engines. As I say, we do have a little bit of oxidizer in there, so I will be able to thrust for about 10 seconds, and then we'll be relying on jet engines once we're in the atmosphere. Okay, 60,000 meters. We're going quite slowly, aren't we? Sorry about this. So we're just flying over this desert. I believe the runway is on the next continent. You can see our sexy legs disappearing, going ahead of us. I think it's because we're slowing down because we're coming in at this crazy angle. Crazy. We're not running out of. No, we're not running out of electric charge. That's good. We've got a little nuclear power generator here that's giving us all the electricity we need. Okay. Not seeing any heat yet. You'll notice I'm going to change it to surface speed. Our surface speed is about 2 kilometers a second. You can't really land at 2 kilometers a second, which is where the planet's atmosphere comes in. I did say 5 minutes, didn't I? That might have been. Oh, here we go. I don't know if you can see. Things are starting to get hot. Let's see how Jebediah and Deswig. Sod Jebediah. Let's have Valentina. Let's see how they feel about all of this. They seem pretty optimistic. Okay. The underside's getting pretty hot. I don't think anything will explode, but well, you know. Okay, so we're now leaving the desert continent. I believe the next continent that we approach should be their home. So what I'm doing here, you can see the surface speed is actually bleeding off quite nicely. That's the atmospheric resistance doing its job. If you hear any explosions, it's probably those nuclear engines going off. I wasn't that happy with having them strapped to my back. Here we go. So this continent here is where we're heading. We're losing speed quite nicely, but well, you can see from the atmosphere meter here, we're not even Yeah, we're not even close. I really, really hope we haven't come in too steep. Well, we'll find out, won't we? Okay, that's getting hot. That's getting hot. Okay. These here are the air intakes. If we lose these, that'll be a disaster. This is the refueling port, which we never needed. Redundant. Okay. Surface speed is getting nice and low now. Now I'm hoping the runway is approximately over here. I'm hoping I've planted a flag next to the runway, and I'm hoping that that's going to show up fairly soon. Yeah, Deswig is very much the hero of this. Very, very much. He shouldn't even have gone to Eve. He's a scientist. Oh, hello, 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 hello. Sorry, sorry. Okay, sorry. I had a little temperature. Don't know if you saw a little temperature warning. Oh God, there it is. Oh, please don't explode. Deswig was actually accidentally on the ship with Jeb. I just didn't take him off because I thought it'd be funny for him to go to Eve with Jeb by accident, and it wasn't funny. It was awful. Poor, poor Deswig. Okay, I think past these mountains is the runway. I I don't want to jinx it, but that re-entry, woo, spicy. I think this might be okay. You'll see here our periapsis is minus 447. What that means is we are most definitely out of orbit. Do my engines work? Oh, actually, they do work. Let's fire up the engines and see what we can see. Ooh. Okay, that's going quite fast. We don't actually need to make this thing go any faster at the moment. So, coming in at 1.2 kilometers a second. What's that? Mount Mike. That's actually one of the very first places I ever landed. Mike Kerman landed, which means we're really, really close to the base. I don't think I'll deploy the landing gear yet. I don't think that's going to survive it. This is really exciting. If I just sort of say that, then, you know, it feels like it's true, doesn't it? Okay, I'm looking for the base. I'm looking for the base. Where are you? I like the moon. You can see the moon just there, like a little Death Star. Going to the moon's really easy compared to this. Okay, I think that is the base right there. You see, we're now going at a mere 1 kilometre a second, and we're losing speed rapidly. That's very, very good news. Let's bank this a little. I have a feeling we're a little bit north of where we want to be. I will activate the engines when we need to. There we go. Right, if I click that, that's our base. Now you see this pink. Ooh, okay, stability issues. You see this pink. What I want, oh God, what I want is this pink circle to be bang on this 90-degree line. That'll mean I'm perfectly lined up with the runway. What I might do is just activate my engines. We should probably lose a bit of altitude as well while I think about it. Maybe it doesn't crash. Okay. We're just gliding down. Very civilized. If you look at the nav ball, you'll see the pink thing is almost bang on that line. So let's line ourselves back up this way. Try and coax our prograde icon. Oh man, oh dear. This is not the most aerodynamically. That is the jet engines kicking in. That's the end of the rocket fuel. We're now entirely powering ourselves with air. Well, and, you know, liquid fuel. Okay, we can see the base. I think now